So after unpacking the wheelchair from the carton, we see the parts of the Rough Rider W3, the sponge, the main frame with the backrest fitted together, and the place to install or to assemble the wheelchair. And we have here the tools to fix, open and close the wheelchair. Make sure that you have the wheels, the sponge and the main frame set in a pure place, and we have to place the main frame on the place that we have arranged for comfortable installation. Just as we see in the video, we have to set the main frame. Then we have to unfold the handle, and we have to unscrew the screws that are fitted into the handle that are going to be attached to the base of the main frame, and we have to set the screw through the two holes, and we have to tighten them by the bolt and the washers. The washer bolts for tightening in case of loose. Further tightening. There has to be no wobbling or any sound at the time of using the wheelchair. And we have to check if it's tight already. After setting up the backrest with the main frame, now we have to unscrew the wheel axle holder as we see in the video, and we have to extend the desired range to the desired range, and we have to tighten it. And then we have to insert the wheel into the axle. For this we have to apply more grease for a smooth riding. Apply grease on the frame, on the axle and the washers and the bolt. Thus there will be a smooth riding at time of usage. After applying a sufficient amount of grease and putting the washer on the frame, we have to insert the wheel on the axle. We have to apply a little bit more grease on the wheel too. The center of the wheel, the more the better. apply grease on the outer part of the wheel where the axle has been inserted, as we see in the video, and apply wheel on the washers too. So we do the same step that we did for the first wheel to the second wheel. We have to unscrew the axle and we have to extend to the desired range, and we insert the wheel after applying grease on the washer, the frame, the wheel and the bolts, and then we have to tighten it back. So we have to place it back. And follow all the necessary steps that we have taken already for the first wheel. That is applying more grease on the washers, on the wheel, outside part of the wheel, and the screw. I mean the axle. Then we have to tighten it with the bolt and the wrench. The size number of the wrench will be specified on the assembly manual. Here there is an axle relieving. We have to unscrew it and we have to press this axle and insert it to the fullest, and we have to tighten it back, and we have to make sure it's really tight with the wrench. This way there will not be any unnecessary movement at time of riding the wheelchair. So we have to make sure that the wheel moves freely and smoothly. And we have to check the handle can stop it without any struggle. After making sure that the two wheels have been installed properly and fully, and after checking the handbrakes and the smoothness of the wheel, now we can go to installing the sponge, the seater. by placing the sponge as we see in the video. The thicker side of the sponge has to be on the front side, and a little bit thinner side has to be at the back. Now we have to see the Rough Rider wheelchair is smooth to go. You have to see the smoothness and the stability of the front wheel. The stability, we can make sure the stability of the wheel by checking, as we see in the video, and by aligning it 30 degrees. It should not fall down. It should be stable like this. After making this test of the front wheel, we can check its smoothness by moving the wheel, the wheelchair, front and back, and rotating it. If there is any roughness or stiffness, we have to apply more grease, as we have done the same on the wheels, on the back wheels. We have to keep in mind, if we detach the front wheel from the main axle to set it back, while setting it back, we have to make sure that the washers are properly placed back as they